YouTube family, my name is Elysia English and welcome back to my channel. During this video, we're gonna do a furniture refinish job. I've been dying to work on our dining room table and we've been wanting to refinish it for about a year now. My mother-in-law picked this table up secondhand, probably in the fall, and we just haven't been able to get to this project. So today we're gonna tackle it. My plan is to refinish the top of the table, paint the legs and the skirting of the table white, and leave these really great brass legs that are at the bottom. I'm gonna leave those original. We have 2 head chairs and 4 regular chairs, and we're going to reupholster the seats. You're gonna wanna wait and watch to the end of the video to see how I put it all together at the end. We've unscrewed all the seats from the chairs, and we're going to remove this gold metallic fabric that's really dirty. We're gonna take it off, and then we're going to put some new fabric on all the chair covers. This is one that I've removed, and you can see that this upholstery job was done really nice and tight, so I'm actually gonna leave this on and just replace it with the fabric that I'm gonna use. If you've seen my video where I transformed my headboard into a bench, I actually used a piece of remnant fabric that I got at the thrift store to make a pillow. I have a lot of that fabric left, so I'm going to use it to recover the seats for these chairs. I always make sure that I'm working with a little bit extra fabric just in case I make any mistakes when cutting. And I'll make sort of a general shape where my seat's gonna go and then cut a few inches around all the way. If you're using a pattern of fabric, you just need to make sure that your pattern's lined up straight. If you say had checks, I have sort of a swirly zigzag pattern, so I just kind of want to look where my pattern's going to lay on my seat and then place it in place. Using my pneumatic stapler, I'm going to staple on my fabric. I like to do 1 staple in each of the middles, and then I start working my way around from there. Now that I've done this part, I know I have a lot of excess, and I knew that I was doing that, but sometimes you don't want to cut it too short. So I'm going to remove some of the excess and then begin upholstering it on. Next, I'm going to work on my corners, and what I like to do is just pull a little bit of tension to make sure that this is nice and smooth underneath. And I take my pointed corner and I try to fold it in. So I've created like 2 little pockets on the edge here. And then I can grab my fabric, make a little fold, kind of pulling the fabric over on the corner. And I'm gonna do the same thing to that side. And then I'm going to upholster. You can see from the front that it makes a really nice corner. The areas you have between your center staple that you made and your corners, you'll have this loose fabric here, so you want to apply some staples. So I like to make sure that there's no bubbling or rolled over spots here. Pull it a little bit firm and then apply some more staples. And then onto my next corners. So I pull my triangle corner in, pull my fabric over, do it the same to the other side, and apply a staple. And then fill in my centers. Then I just like to clean up the outside and make sure that it's nothing gonna hang from the back of the chair when it's flipped over. And if you have a lot of excess, you can cut it a little bit closer if you want to, but it's not really necessary because you aren't gonna see it underneath the chair anyways. I just don't like to have anything that will be strings that will hang down. And then you can see that the corners turned out really well. And if you have a thicker fabric, your corners might look a little bit triangular at first, but they will wear and kind of curl around and make the shape of how people kind of sit on the chair as you go. Upholstering seats looks really intimidating, but it's really simple. I did that in less than 2 minutes. Refinishing a table can be even more intimidating than upholstering chair seats, and so I just want you to know that you can take the plunge and do it. There's a few tips that I have that will make it a lot easier for you that I kind of learned along the way. You want to make sure that you sand along the grain of your table, and it's a great idea to sand your leaves of your table along with the other sides of your tabletop. That way you get an even sand job so that your island centerpieces end up being the same color once it's stained as your side panels. I'm going to use an orbital sander because that's what I have. There's lots of different sanders that you can use for this job, and orbital sander will work fine. I'm always starting with a 60 grit sandpaper to get all of the hard stuff off the top first. Now that I've gotten everything off the table, I've just been slowly downgrading the roughness of my grits of sandpaper, and now I'm on my softest grit, which is 220 grit. I'm gonna make sure that the top is really smooth before I give it a good clean and some stain. I'm going to wipe this down with a lightly damp J-cloth, let it dry, and then I'm going to apply my wood conditioner and stain. I decided to use my favorite stain, Provincial by Minwax, to do the top of this table. I'm going to apply my stain along the grain. Once I do a large section, then I take a dry part of my rag and make sure that I've gotten all the excess off, so that I don't have any drips or anything that will saturate the table darker in any areas. You want it as even as possible. The wood conditioner helps with that, but evenly applying your stain also gives you the best results. I did just get a little drip right there, so I just even it out so that when I get to that spot, it doesn't have just a polka dot that's really dark. I'm really pleased with this. I was a little bit worried because it was in such bad condition in the top and there was a lot of watermarks, and so I was really hoping that once I added the stain that you wouldn't see some of those spots even though I sanded it down really far. So I'm really pleased with how even the stain actually held itself. I'm gonna let this dry for a couple of hours. I want to make sure that I leave this overnight for a couple of nights before I apply my clear coat. My options are polyacrylic, which is non-yellowing, or using a sealed wax. I really do like using wax, but I know with wear and tear of kids, it might be better for me to do a polyacrylic. So I think that will be my option, and I'll do that on the legs of the table as well as the top. I'm really happy with the way my table set turned out. I couldn't wait to work on this project, and today was a perfect sunny day to work outside. It's amazing how a tabletop that was in such bad condition could turn out so well, and the fabric that I found that was remnants at the thrift store for just about $3 was the perfect addition to the seats. I used some thrifted and upcycled materials to decorate the top. Thank you so much for all the support on my channel. We really appreciate all the feedback you guys give us. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this table set that I did, smash the like button. If you're not already part of our YouTube family, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notification bell. That notification bell will let you know when my next videos are up. And we do make lots of videos. And if you haven't already heard, I'm giving away a Silhouette Cameo 3 on my channel. Watch my video, Trash Your Treasure #1, and leave me a comment on that video. We're gonna be doing our giveaway on the last day of September, so you still have time to enter my giveaway. We've had lots of requests for fall and holiday decor videos, and those are coming your way. I wanna know what favorite color is that you decorate with fall. Leave it in the comment section down below. Thanks so much for watching, YouTube family, and we'll see you on the next video.